Hi,
Yay!
Laura. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. So excited to be with you today.
It's wonderful to see you. I've not seen you for ages.
It's been a minute, hasn't it?
We've been busy, haven't we? We've been busy. So,
Incredibly. Yeah.
the reason we are together today is because you have got some incredible new courses that have come out that everybody that is any kind of healer or wanting to set up any kind of business and be successful, they need to get involved with what it is that you're doing at the moment. So I'm not going to explain it. I want you to explain your courses. So you go ahead.
Okay. Well, I just recently launched the Evolve program. I'm calling it Evolve, the Empowered Entrepreneur Experience, because it's more than just a course to teach you how to grow your business and build your business, but it's a full encompassing package to help you figure all of those foundational pieces out, but also to help you to release all of the fears and doubts and worries and beliefs that hold you back, and then really evolve into the empowered healer that so many of us came here to be. So this program is multiple tiers. It's kind of a pick and choose. What do you need? What do you need to grow? Where are you at in your business? Um, I started out before my awakening, and I was a graphic designer, a web designer. I worked in marketing, and I worked in IT. And all of that was so beneficial for me when I moved into the healing arena and started doing this work, because it allowed me to set up my business with so much ease. It just came very easy for me. So I put all sorts of systems in place that helped my business to sort of just run on autopilot. And because of that, I've been able to consistently grow my business every single year, and bring in more exciting new sessions and new programs and things that I can share with clients, and then I can share with other practitioners as well. So, the bronze tier of the Evolve package is all about teaching new practitioners. You don't have to be just a hypnosis practitioner. It is perfect for the hypnosis practitioner, but it's also for anyone who is a healer of any sort. If you have sessions that you're offering, if you are providing a service to others, I am going to show you every single thing that I have done in my business to set it up, all of the different software and applications that I use, how I create my graphics, how I create my videos, how I've built my website, the different ways that I have set up my client onboarding, the things that I send to them to help them prepare for their sessions. I am one of these that believes in providing way more than they probably need, but I want them to come to their session very prepared and ready to go, so that we don't have to spend so much time doing all of that extra, yeah, all of the extra talking and trying to explain the session and all of that. I create all that on the front end so I can send that to them and they can come in and we can just get right to it. I'm sharing my emails that I've created. I'm sharing my paperwork that I've created. I'm giving them the templates and the resources that they can take, and they can just plug all of their information in and take off. I'm giving them my quantum healing starter guide that I created. I'm giving them a guided meditation that they can use to create something to send to their clients to help them prepare for their sessions.
Wow.
I am sharing how I use automatic writing in my business and how that has been a game changer for me creating content to share with my clients. I connect in with my guides, my angels, and they help me. They assist me in bringing forward information to share. So um, I'm I'm just sharing everything that I know to try to help new practitioners, new healers, figure out how to set up their business and get started so they can start doing the amazing work that they're ready to do.
And that is absolutely fantastic. I wish so much that that had been available when I first started, because it's such a daunting process, isn't it?
It
You
is.
it's so big and you haven't got a clue where to start.
Yeah.
And people will go through all of these different training programs that they go through, whether it's SEHH, BQH, QHHT,
Yeah.
IQH, whatever it is. And they'll come out at the end of it and they'll think, right, I've got this training now, but how do I start?
What
How
do
do
I
I put
do?
myself out there? How do I
Yeah.
attract clients? And it's a really big thing for people. Many of the practitioners that I train will say to me, right, what do we do now?
Yep.
And
Yeah. I get that a
this
lot
is it.
too.
This is it. This is what we
Yeah.
need. It sounds fabulous. One thing that I've noticed about you is that your content is incredible. I absolutely love the style that you have your thumbnails in as well. Whenever I see one of your thumbnails when I'm scrolling through, Instagram or whatever it is, I always think, I know you, I know it's yours before
Yeah.
I've even looked at it because I recognize the style of it and it looks really good. It looks clean and crisp. And the the work that you put out is absolutely fabulous. And I think you are a shining example to everybody in this business of a really, really successful practitioner. So you
Oh,
ought to be
thank
very, very
you.
proud of yourself.
Thank you. Well, I really do. I've said, I've said to my guides, I'm like, thank you, or my higher self, I guess you could say, thank you for putting me into that part of my life. It's like you almost look at my life change so drastically from what I was doing to where I am now. But all of that I did for 20 plus years has helped me significantly. So it's been on my mind to do something like this because I really see, like you said, I have a lot of practitioners that come through and do sessions with me as well. And they're always asking, how do you do this? How do you do your videos? How do you edit things? How do you, all of these different things? And I try to help where I can, but I really have felt like it's time to put something together just to have so they can go through. And I'm going to provide a lot. I'm going to give them a lot of different things that they can do. They don't have to do all of those things. They can sort of pick and choose what they feel that they need. But I'm just going to show them. I really want to show you how I use all these different applications and softwares, how I create my images, the software that I use. And I'm going to give demonstrations on all of it so that they can see it and figure out if that's what they need.
And that's perfect because that is what people need. That's what
Yeah.
everybody says. The questions that I will get from multiple students and people that aren't my students, people that have just come across me on the internet, they'll say to me, um, you know, how do you do this? How do you market yourself? And you've got all of that information, all of it together. You are already showing people as an excellent example of what best service is in what you do, but now you've taken all of that stuff and you've put it into a course.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that's fabulous because these are the tools and techniques that all of us need at this time. There's multiple
Yeah.
people all over the world right now training in all of these wide variety, wide range of quantum techniques
Yeah.
because hypnotherapy is the new healing. And
Yeah.
that's what everybody needs to understand. I was talking to a client who's also a student about this yesterday, that spiritual business in terms of healing is the new place to be right now. Everybody's understanding that the things that we were doing before, it's not working. It's not
Yeah.
working chopping things out of the body. All of these medicines, they're not working. We need to look above and beyond to a different place in regards to what healing should be. So many people are starting to understand the power of the human mind in terms of what goes on in the body. Also, the power of human emotions and the energetic body of the human. And
Mm.
so, in order to be able to heal the modern day human, we need to be able to tap into all of those things. And hypnotherapy
Absolutely.
and healing, all of the new healing modalities, that's going to be the forefront of the new age for humans. So, whilst all of these people are training in all these techniques, we then need a framework by which we can say, right, we've trained in that. How do I get myself out there? How do I start attracting my clients? And this course that you've set up will provide everybody with the tools that they need. And then they can put their own unique stamp on whatever it is that they want to do with their business. But you've given them that framework to set out with. And I think that's just so valuable. I wish to God I'd have had that when I
Right?
first started.
I love how you mentioned the emotional component of it, because that's another part of, so this program Evolve, it does start with laying the foundation and building the business. Over the last year, my own business has been expanding with new types of sessions. We're doing some Starship healing sessions. We're doing some messages sessions where we're helping clients to connect with their guides and their angels to bring through powerful messages. I'm incorporating those types of sessions into the Evolve program because one of the things that I have seen, the new practitioners come in, they have a session, they're excited, they just learned this amazing modality, then they find themselves stuck. Part of it is the technical aspect. What do I do? How do I set things up? But another part of it is the fear of putting themselves out there, the fear of, am I good enough? Can I do it? Can I be a healer? Well, I can't do what she's doing. It's the looking at other people, the imposter syndrome. And you can really find yourself stuck very deeply in the mind, which ends up just stopping you right in your tracks and doesn't let you move forward. So, the next tier of the Evolve program, we are going to begin to work on those blocks, those programs, the belief systems, not only from this lifetime, but the things that you have been pulling through multiple lifetimes that is keeping you in resistance of moving forward. And we're going to give them the tools and the resources that they need to begin to empower themselves, to understand that they came here to do this amazing work and to help them to start stepping into that role. And then we're going to give them the opportunity, once they've done the clearing and the releasing and the healing work, to clear out those blockages, to open the flow of energy within. We're going to give them the opportunity to then connect with their guides and angels to bring forward the messages and information that they need so that they can really step out and into this amazing world of healing that we're in. And what my guides have shared with me is the great thing about this program and the whole of it is that it's almost acting like a fast track from where you are today to who you're becoming as an evolved healer. And you're absolutely correct. We're going to move away from those standard ways of healing, the doctors, the hospitals, the cutting things out, like you said. And we're going to seek the healers to help us to heal our body, the natural ways of living. So, all the new practitioners, all the new healers that are coming online, they're going to have huge, huge roles as we move through this shift. And this program is meant to help them sort of fast track from where they are now to really empowering themselves and knowing, I'm here to do great work and I have all of the tools and resources I need to do it.
Sounds perfect. And I think what it is with a lot of people that are healers, that are natural born healers, and we've done this role a few times on the earth, but in the darker ages, not
Right.
in the age that we're in now. Most of us are still, holding that fear in our fields
Yes.
of being burnt as a witch.
It's huge. It's huge. We see this, don't we, all the time?
Yeah, yeah, it's massive.
Yeah.
And so many people have lived lifetimes where they have helped people to heal. And those very same people, I've had one of these lifetimes, those very same people that you've helped heal
Yep.
have then nailed you to the cross and set
Yeah.
you on fire. So, it's a big deal, isn't it, to be able
Yeah.
to think, okay, well, that happened, but it's not going to happen this time. And we've
Yes.
got to just really feel that and step into that space. And
Yeah.
this is the age that we were actually training for back then. It's just we came
Yeah.
in a little bit too early in terms of human consciousness. The human consciousness now is ready for the healing. It's ready to move into that space. There are millions of us all over the earth that are awake and aware and connecting with our spirituality, beginning the process of healing, vibrating higher, and are ready to move into that higher dimension. And so, what we're doing at this time is equipping all of those people, if they want to become a healer, with different modalities, with the means by which to step into that modality and market themselves. And we're also helping humanity in general, because then all of these people are going to be able to provide the services that humans need right now. So what an incredible time to be alive at
I
this
agree.
time. What a
I
time
agree.
to be alive. Sometimes it takes your breath away a little bit, doesn't it, when you
Yeah.
realize the importance of where we are currently. This time period that we are in will be spoken about in the future as the most significant time period for humans in terms of our evolution. And we are
Yeah.
right in the middle of it, helping people with these tools that people need to vibrate higher and heal.
Yeah.
So,
And I love it because, we were talking before we started recording about just the evolution of quantum healing and, beautiful Dolores bringing in this incredible modality, but how it continues to evolve with the different courses, with your amazing course, Beyond Quantum Healing. That was an incredible course for me, life changing. And even I am finding that I'm taking all of these beautiful foundational courses and even being able to create something new and expand on it. And it's just new ways of healing in the quantum realm, in the quantum space. And I love how you can blend all of these different things together because I'm starting to see with my clients, they come in and they're being drawn to healers. They're trying, should I do this? Should I take SCHH? Should I do this? But they're also saying, I'm feeling like I'm going to create something even different. And I'm like, yes, go with that, because that is what I learned a long time ago. You will create your own sort of modality. And here we are, and I've started doing that. So it's just amazing. All of these different components, you take them, you learn them, and then you figure out what are your skills, talents, and abilities. And you can grow and expand and create something brand new that no one's ever even seen.
absolutely. And that's the whole point, isn't it? As humans, we have to evolve.
Yeah,
And, with Dolores Cannon, none of us would be here right now doing what we're doing if it wasn't for the incredible Dolores Cannon.
absolutely
Dolores
not.
Cannon, she walked into all of our lives and blew us all away.
Yeah.
She woke us up, she blasted us awake, she touched on concepts that we'd never heard before, but they resonated so deeply that we
Mm,
just knew that that's where we needed to go. And
yeah.
that's been the beginning of this journey for all of us. We find Dolores and then something occurs. But the place that Dolores was in, that era that she was living in, where she was doing the lion's share of the work, when she developed the quantum healing, that was absolutely mind blowing in
Yeah.
that time, in that age. So to even consider adding some of these other things in that we're all doing now at that time would have been too much.
Right.
It would have blown the powder keg.
We weren't ready.
We
No one
weren't
was
ready.
ready.
And this is what the galactics and the other higher frequency beings and higher consciousness beings have known for a long time. We've studied human behavior and consciousness for a long time, and we understand that humans can't accept something really, really big all in one go.
Right.
It has to be drip fed,
Yeah.
and it has to be drip fed, in certain key periods of time. And all of us are one thread of light throughout time. So the work that Dolores did when she did it, when she was here, yes, it continues on now. Yes, it does. But there's many of us that have also developed and evolved that
Mm,
work.
yeah.
So the thread of light keeps going. So humans keep evolving. So we don't stay stagnant. So we don't stay
Yes.
stuck in one place.
Yeah.
And that's what we always need to do. There's no set right, wrong, or way, right or
Mm-mm.
wrong or right way to do anything.
Yeah.
We
No.
have to stay open-minded, all of us. We always have to stay growing. We always have to stay learning. You can never think that you know everything about a place that you're in, because you know nothing, no matter how experienced any of us think we are. It we always have to stay humble around that and know that there is always so much more to learn. But those of us that have been in a space for a bit longer, we also need to be prepared to help other people that are just starting get on the
Yeah.
rung of that ladder and start walking up. And that's what your course is doing as well. It's really helping people with that. You know,
Yeah.
there's going to be so many different modalities out there soon. And the more modalities, the better, because
Yeah.
all that matters is that humans heal. That's it.
I
That's all
agree.
that matters. And people will go to whichever modality it is that they feel resonates. They might
Yeah.
end up going to all of them, every single
Yeah.
one, which is wonderful. But the fact that all of us are starting to work together as a team as well, and share and communicate, and I think that's a really, really beautiful space to be in, because that is the evolution of humanity. It can't
Yeah.
be about one person or one group having the power and control over everybody, because that's just a
I
new
agree.
version. That's
I
just a new
agree.
version of power and control with a nice bow on it. We've all of us, we've got to work together to piece
Yeah.
together our way.
It should be as easy to find a healer of whatever sort that you need as it is to go to a hospital, a doctor, a physician. We have those everywhere. It's almost like a replacing, maybe not fully replacing, but eventually a replacing of all of those ways and moving into the more natural ways of healing. So I have been getting, especially over the last few months, that it's almost like there's more people who are going to really be stepping into that healing role. And they're kind of in that place where, because I remember when I was shifting and I did this work that was completely not in the healing realm. I didn't do anything before I became a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner of any sort with healing work. And it did take a little bit of time for me to get from here and to really trust that, okay, is this really where I'm going? But I think so many, and I'm seeing it in the paperwork when they come through, the clients are like, I'm feeling this pull, but I'm just not sure. Do I leave my job? Do I step out of this? What I'm hoping to do is help bring the motivation, to help show them what's possible, to help give them the steps that they need to take in order to make it happen, to help them clear and release all of the programs and feel empowered, just all of the things that they need to get maybe to where I am, you are, wherever they want to be. It may not even look like where we are, but to get there a little bit faster, maybe than if they were doing it on their own.
Absolutely. And it's having
Yeah.
that support as well, isn't it? Because
Yes.
you've got to learn a modality or several modalities first, but
Yeah.
then there needs to be a support framework beyond that to help people to transition out of the learning phase into the doing
The
phase.
doing phase, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's hard sometimes. It is, it's hard to start putting yourself out there and the fears, boy, they'll hold you back.
They absolutely will. And
Yeah.
something else that needs to be covered off in all of this, and I'm sure that you'll cover this off in your course, but what we don't get told is when you put yourself out there as a healer, there are people literally paid out there. They are paid to attack healers,
Mm,
to whack-a-mole them. So
yep.
you go back into your little hole and you don't pop out again. And there needs to be some education around that. That if you're getting whack-a-moled by these people that pretend to be actual real people, then you're doing good. You are right on point. You are
Yeah.
exactly where you need to be. Keep going. So
Yeah.
we need to turn that and reframe it. We need to turn it on its head. If you're getting that negative backlash sometimes by some of the content that you put out, or people will pick up on the slightest ridiculous thing and
Right. You're like,
and
what?
yeah, and you could heal everybody in the world, but there would be one little thing that someone picks up on.
Yeah.
And it's it's an education around that so that we understand most of these people aren't even real.
Yeah.
Do not lose 1 second of your lifetime worrying about anything negative that anybody sends you. Don't
Yeah.
concentrate on it. Don't look at it. Just get rid of it. Concentrate on the positive stuff. Keep going. Keep going with the healing work. That's all that matters. Because that is something that they will do. They try and divide and conquer and,
Hmm.
put us off doing it. And we must never ever allow that to come into our world. I experienced that early on in my career, and quite heavily when I came onto YouTube. And I used to think to myself, who are these people? Do they literally
Right.
just wait for me to upload a video? And then think, what's the nastiest thing I can send? And I think they literally do. But everybody needs to know it's not personal. It's not personal
Yeah.
to them. And you can't let it affect you in any way. Just keep smiling, keep doing the work. All that matters is, as healers, we heal people. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that matters. And the course that that you've developed is going to help people step into that space with confidence.
Yeah.
So, do you provide, within the framework of that course, do you provide a vehicle by which they can get in contact with you and ask you questions in terms of, should I do this? Should I not?
Yeah, absolutely. Part of it is going to be, I'm just setting up a Telegram group for now because I love being able to leave voice messages. Sometimes it's easier for me to explain something with my voice instead of trying to type it all out, especially if it's technical. So,
Yeah.
yes, as part of all of the packages, they're going to get access to the Telegram group. So, if they're getting stuck somewhere, if they're having trouble, they just put it in there and I'm going to help them along the way. So, absolutely.
Sounds amazing. And
Yeah.
with that as well, it's much better because when you're typing quickly, the
Yeah.
typos,
Yeah.
oh, the amount of times, and I swear AI does it to me. I will
Yeah.
type something out that's perfect. I'll hit send. And then
Yep.
everything's so wrong. And I'm like, oh my God, can I really not spell that bad? Um,
Right.
Sounds
Yep.
amazing. So,
Yeah.
okay, we've discussed your incredible new course that's coming out. How do people sign up for it?
So they can go to my website, quantumhealingwithin.com/evolve. And I'll also share that. You can put it in the description if you'd like to. All of the information on the course is there, the links to sign up for whichever tier that they choose. If they have any questions, they can reach out to me at heather@quantumhealingwithin.com. I'm happy to answer any questions. This course does start, and I didn't even write down, I'm going to look at my calendar right here when we're sitting here. I think it is the 16th. Yes. So the workshop is on the 16th and the 23rd. Those are Fridays
Is
at
that
11
March?
a.m.
Is that February,
That's in
March?
February. Yeah,
February.
February.
Okay.
So that is when the workshop begins. However, they do not have to be there live because they're going to get the recorded versions of both workshop days. I'm going to provide them with the PowerPoint that I use, which is going to have links to everything that I talk about. I'm going to give them a PDF copy of that, and then they're going to get some other stuff that goes with it. I'm going to provide them with the swipe files and the documents that I said I was going to share and all that information. So they'll get all of that whether they attend live or not. And then the rest of the silver tier and above is going to be in March. So we'll begin to do those sessions live. And then we even have a follow-up session, a package add-on if they're interested in that. So they can check out all of those dates. And if they have any questions, just reach out and let me know. I'm happy to help.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
So for you personally, you have trained with BQH and you've also trained with SCHH.
Yes. Amazing.
So for everybody that's watching this that hasn't trained in SCHH,
Go
www.schhofficial.com.
do it. Go do it. Yeah, that both courses, Beyond Quantum Healing Hypnosis gave me my start. It is an incredible course. It gives you everything that you need, and so does your course. So they work together beautifully. or they work together standalone. What I loved about SCHH is I, as some people did, and I know that was just part of my path, started seeing something a little off in some of my sessions and knowing that there was something a little more going on.
Yeah.
So I love how your course talked about the entities, which is not, not discussed. And it brought that information forward because it helped me to start seeing more going on within the clients that sometimes we just don't, we kind of like, what is that all about? But I love how you cover that. I love how you focus on that. But yes, soul center healing hypnosis has been just an amazing part of my growth and has allowed me to expand. Both courses have allowed me to expand into creating my own different types of sessions, even. So I'm very grateful.
So for everybody that might be a QHHT practitioner or a
Mhm.
BQH practitioner or an IQH practitioner, if you want to have more training on entity release and how to clean the energetic body and the importance of the energetic body in terms of healing within the human, then please do come and train with me.
Yeah.
My modality is www.schhofficial.com. If you want to train online, you can. You don't have to do that in a live capacity. I have got online training courses. I do have live training courses coming up. They are going to be on the 6th, 7th, and 8th of March, 1 o'clock UK till 5:30 p.m. UK, or the 13th, 14th, and 15th of March at 8 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. UK. I do have a brand new course coming out as well that's very exciting, and this is for parents who want to know how to clean their children. It's taken me a long time to complete this course. It's been a long time in the making, and I finally finished it. And that is live to buy on my website right now. At the moment, the live dates, the live training are only up there because I'm going to be releasing the training materials themselves on the 1st of April. So all of the online courses will be released on the 1st of April. But if you want to come on the live dates where you can talk to me specifically about your child so that I can give you the exact opinion in terms of what I have on what's going on with your child and how you need to clean them, then I have got 2 courses coming up, and they are the 10th and the 11th of April. That is 1 p.m. UK time till 5:30 p.m. UK time, and the 18th and the 19th of April, 8 a.m. UK time to 12:30 p.m. UK time. So between Heather and all of her amazing courses that are coming up, and between SCHH and also the new parents clearing course, we've got a lot going on in 2024, haven't we?
It's going to be a busy year.
Going to be a
And
busy.
I would say to anyone to do the live courses with you if they can. There's just a world of difference when you're on live with someone, and especially you bring such a incredible energy. It just really pulls everything in and anchors it. It's beautiful.
Thank you. You know, I think I'm probably going to sign up for one of your tiers as well because I need some help in terms of streamlining my business and making things quicker and all that kind of thing. I think all of the tiers sound absolutely amazing, but for
Thank you.
everybody that is doing this as a job or thinking about doing this as a job, this course that Heather's just brought out, it's a must-have. And I really wish that I'd have had it, there'd have been access to it when I first started. Heather, thank you so much for
Thank
joining me
you,
today.
Laura.
It's
This has been amazing. So
been
good
lovely to
catching up
see
with
you.
you.
Absolutely. And
Thank you.
I feel so proud of you in what you have achieved. I think you need
Thank you.
to really feel that. You've been on a real journey, and what I see in you is somebody that's never given up. You just keep going, and you've developed, and you've kept going, and you've kept going, and you've kept going, and you are an absolute shining example to anybody of what makes a really, really good quantum practitioner in this space. So you should be
You're
very,
gonna
very
make me cry.
well, none of us get told stuff like that enough, do we? So
Right.
I really, that came from my heart. I really feel that you need to know that, and you should be really proud of yourself. So keep going.
Well, I feel the same way about you. I appreciate all that you're doing because I know you work terribly, terribly hard out there to do all these things. So thank you
It's been lovely to see you. Keep in touch,
as
and
well.
I'll see you again soon. Take care, my love. Bye bye.
Thanks, Laura. Bye, guys.